So as you come into my room, this is like the overview of what it looks like. Very green. I'm gonna be so sad to leave, but like I'm also so excited and so sick of living in a tiny box room. So the first thing that you have is these two hooks that I just have. Oh, I'll come over here. I just have like literally all of my coats and pretty much all of my bags. I have a few down here which just live inside of this other bag because that's my uni bag and I'm not at uni at the moment, so everything just lives inside there. So yeah, this just has all of my tote bags and stuff, all of my jackets. Yeah, and then if we come over here, just have my mirror. Please ignore my fringe. I just have my tripod that has a cowboy hat on it because I got it from a thrift store and I thought it was really cute. And then down here I've got a bit of a chaotic corner. I have my massive cheese plant, Monsteria, I think, or Monsteria. I think it's Monsteria. Yeah, she's quite healthy. I don't think she needs a lot of sun, so it's good. I keep it at the end of my bed so it still gets some sunlight, but not too much, and honestly I think it's thriving. And then I just have some crates for when I'm like going back and forth from home and my dad's helping me pack. We usually pack a lot of my stuff in crates, and a Zara shoebox just in case I need a box. I have that there. And then we have my calendar. It's like paintings all of London. And then move over here. This is a pin board which everyone in halls pretty much will get. So pretty much feel like mine is almost fully together. I've got that bit still not filled in. So yeah, I feel like I've kind of filled it in. I feel like it's very me as well. Like got like the cool feminist posters, a few of my paintings that I've done because I really like painting for fun. I'm not like an artistic person really, but yeah, I've got a couple of paintings that I've done and just some photos from home and some other little bits. I really like how it all came together, and I'm gonna be so sad to take it down. And then I just have this little leaf garland which has a string of lights attached to it, which I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think I've ever put on since I've been here, but it was cool and I like the leaf garland. And then there's a pen on my bed for some reason, but so this is my bed. I've gone through many different stages with my bed. I'm going for like a sofa-free bed at the moment, so hence the throw pillows over there and stuff, so I can kind of sit here and have my laptop on my desk and watch stuff. But yeah, so I just have this bedding. I think this is from Dunelm, I'm not sure, but it's really, really nice. I love this bedding. It's just white and it's got this like lace material, and then I have these throw cushions. That one is from IKEA. This one is from IKEA as well, but it's quite old. I think that one was from Dunelm, and I think this throw blanket is from Dunelm as well. And then I just have my Build-A-Bear and a little pig. If we move over here, so right here we have my bedside table. This also comes with the flats here, so I just have a stack of books, and I have on top this kind of little clay mug and saucer that I made. I think I made it in another vlog actually, so if you guys are interested, I think I made that in another vlog. Then I have this plant, which is my newest plant. I love this little plant, and I have it over like a dessert pot to collect the water. And then I have Vaseline, and this is my jewellery tray. I just have all of my like most worn pieces, and then I have this painting which you can see my reflection in, which I got from Desenio, I think it is. I can put the link in the description for it. It's just like outline of a nude. I thought it was really cute. And I got it for Christmas. That's my bedside table. Love this shelf. This is like my windowsill. I'm trying not to show too much out of my window, but yeah, I just have a bunch of propagated spider plants, pretty much all spider plants, plus a big basil plant in the middle, which I put into a can just because I don't want to buy a vase. So yeah, that's that shelf. I think it looks really cute, to be honest. Finally, we have these hooks that I put up. These are just hooks that are attached with command strips, so hopefully, fingers crossed, when I take them off, it's not going to rip the walls off. But here I just have like my keys, my masks, my scrunchies. Oh, but I thought it was just a good practical place to store that kind of stuff. And then I just wanted to point out that I have another command hook up here with this really nice gold mirror, and I hang off all of my necklaces on it. So over here I just have my shelves. Obviously this comes built in with the halls. Mine is so full up, to be honest. I have this one which just has like some folders, my watercolour, it's got a plant, ignore the McDonald's ketchup. I have my Polaroid and some like glass jars, and this little pot of jewellery and this like dried rose. And then up here is like my drink thing. In an ideal world this would be a bar cart, but you have to kind of do with what you've got. So I have like some drink stuff over there. I've got this camera, which is like a film camera, which I haven't actually got around to buying film for yet. And then I have like my glasses. So I have like my martini glasses, some wine glasses. Oh, I have a cocktail shaker, some shot glasses. Up there is just empty wine bottles. And over here we have just a few of my books that I have. A really dying bamboo plant, and then these two shoe boxes, which might seem weird to some people, but they are my memory boxes. So yeah, I just think that they work as good book stops so the books don't fall off. And then I have an ivy plant up there. I come down to here, I have my spider plant, and this is my folder that I keep all of my first year work in. I'm actually finished, so usually that would stay on my desk, but I've just got that up there because I finished first year. And then this is my plant, which sadly is dying, I think. I get literally no sunlight in my room because I'm facing the other side of a building. Over here I have these are all kind of miscellaneous things. I have my plant. What the hell is this plant? I don't even know what this plant is called. If anyone knows what it is, it kind of like comes and dangles down. I have this really cool record clock that I bought from eBay actually. Sun cream, very important, vitamin B12. And then I have all of my like spare notebooks and also my sunglasses, and this just is kind of where I keep all of my notebook kind of stuff. Then move down to my desk. So my desk is a bit chaotic. We're going to ignore back there because that just has all of the stuff that I don't know what to do with. Down here I keep my I've got perfume bottles. Usually my laptop will be here and I'll be watching it on my chair. I have my water bottle. I have like a candle and some other bits which would look cool, but I always have to push out of the way. This wooden box on my desk which stores basically, it's another place where I store all of the stuff I don't know what to do with. I have my bullet journal here, my 2021 bullet journal. And then this cute little pink watering can which I bought and have not really used. I only really use it for my big plant because it's quite hard to reach into the other ones. And the desks are great. They have built-in storage, so I have 3 drawers here. So I just kind of keep art supplies in the top one, and socks and underwear in the other 2. I'm not going to show you those drawers for privacy reasons, but yeah. And then I also have a fan, very important in the 30-degree heat that we're having today. Then if we come over to this side of my desk, I have a massive aloe vera plant. I've had this for years. This was one of my first house plants. And then on my desk, I just have a pot of pens that I use all the time. I have my journal there and my Journey to the Heart book, which If anyone has seen it on my story, I post it quite a lot. It has like weekly, no, it doesn't. It has like daily meditations for each day. I'm sure you might have seen it on YouTube somewhere else, but my morning routine, something I do every day. And then I have this clay pot, which sadly was supposed to grow herbs. I bought it in Tiger if anyone's interested. It's a really cool idea. So you put each different seed in each different side, and then you get different herbs. But because I don't get a lot of sunlight in my bedroom, it sadly has died. But I'm hoping to bring it to my new place next year and put it in the garden or on like a balcony or on a windowsill and actually let it grow. And then we move on. We have the wardrobe. It's double doors. Honestly, I love this wardrobe. I think it's a pretty good size. I have my hair rollers up there and like spare bedding and towels and stuff. And then you have this entire side which is for hanging stuff. So I just have a lot of stuff that might crease. And then you get these cubby holes. And then you get this big bit of storage at the bottom. So I just have my jumpers in the top part. Just also to mention, they go back quite far. So I have stuff back there as well. And then in this one I have all my trousers and all of my denim behind the trousers. Then in here I have all of my little t-shirts back there, and then dresses and other bits like belts. And then down here I have my pajamas, and in this bottom part is where I keep all of my shoes. Really chaotically, I literally just throw them in there, to be honest. And so from the wardrobe, this is the bathroom light switch and the bathroom door. Please ignore the hair dye on the wall. But so this is the bathroom. I have these hooks up on the back of my door. Usually I have my towels up there, but my towels are in the wash right now. And then we just walk in and you have this massive mirror, which I love. We have this like towel rail, which usually I would have my towels on, but again, they're in the wash. It also comes with this socket for like a toothbrush charger or a shaver or anything, so don't bother about bringing an adapter because I did and it was a waste of money. You also get this shelf, so I just have makeup remover, mouthwash, toothbrush stuff, contact lenses, and serums from The Ordinary. Like I have this oil and hyaluronic acid. And then over here I just have a like laundry basket and an airer for air drying. As you can see, I've got a mask air drying on it, and then I also have my bin, my contact lens, and I have my toilet, obviously. I've got a toilet roll holder, and then you have your shower, which is actually a really nice shower. I've heard bad reviews about water pressure affecting people's hair. That's just something I wanted to bring up for you, but for me, I haven't really had a problem. I just have this kind of thing which is suctioned onto the wall, which keeps all of my shower stuff. I have a scraper, and then down here you have another little shelf, so I just have like stuff for shaving. This is where I usually keep my flannel, but that's in the wash. And then I have this, which honestly is my saviour. Love this storage. It's really fucking messy. It was so tidy when I started this year, but it actually has every like bathroom essential. I have like cleaning supplies, I have my contact lens stuff, I've got dry shampoo, all my makeup, pretty much apart from my eyeshadow, which is in another. So I hope you enjoyed that room tour. I'm actually at my family house right now because I've come home for the summer, but I thought I would kind of answer some of the most asked questions about hauls and that kind of stuff. So I have a list of questions on my laptop, kind of things that I've picked up from comments that I've seen. Also, I've got some incense burning, which is what this smoke is. I'm not on fire, but yeah, I don't know if this is the right position that I want to sit in, but okay, I think this is better. So yeah, let's just kind of get into it. It's just going to be like a chill chat. It's kind of cold, it's like a cold day, so I'm just gonna sit down, maybe I'll go make a cup of tea, and I'll just kind of have a chat with you guys about my experience in halls and like the pros and the cons, and also probably like the biggest thing, which is COVID and how that's affected my situation and how that could impact you guys for the following years. So yeah. Okay, so I've got my tea. I've just got it in this cute little seal mug. So let's go. So I think I'm going to start with talking about kind of like the elephant in the room, COVID, and how that's impacted halls. So being completely honest, I do think that COVID has kind of ruined my first year, not just mine, but I think a lot of people feel that way. What with classes all being online or blended learning, really I've only just started to get to know my classmates in the last few months that we've been back, which has been difficult, but also I think has affected the halls experience. I think a lot of people go to halls because you're going to meet new people, right? But that's not really been the case this year. We actually you're in like a bubble. You've been like, so with COVID we've been in like bubbles with our household, and our household are our flat. So we're not supposed to meet with other households. So you're literally not allowed to meet with other students. If there's like flat parties, they would get shut down pretty much instantly, especially during the lockdowns, which I think is a good thing. Like flat parties haven't been allowed. Only recently, we've now been allowed to mix with 2 other households, but that can only be households in halls. So not allowed to have people from home, like you're not allowed to have your friends come up and visit you because security will turn them away at the door. Even though we're allowed to mix with 2 other households, we're only allowed to mix with 2 other households inside of the halls. So yeah, things like the common room, yeah, I do think we were ripped off a bit this year, unfortunately. There's not really been much compensation apart from lockdown, in the lockdown between like January and April, I think it was. We got money back for if we were stuck at home for the lockdown, so I suppose that was a positive. But for me, one of the things that sold me on living in halls was, I remember speaking to someone that was living in halls, and they were saying, so part of what you're paying for is the events. They throw events like every week that you get like free food, and that all happens in the common room. The common room hasn't been open. I've been in the common room once, and you can hire it out to do work. That's it. So there's like really just the social aspect of starting university I haven't had pretty much at all. Thank fuck I got on with my flatmates, because otherwise it's really hard, and I don't think it's not going to be as strict next year, hopefully, if we continue on like an upwards path when it comes to COVID. And obviously vaccinations are being rolled out. Every adult in the UK has been offered a vaccination now, I believe. So hopefully everything seems to be looking up, and I'm really crossing my fingers for you guys next year that you will have a better non-COVID experience, because truly I do think a lot of my issues with living in halls has come from COVID. So yeah, that's my kind of little con that I've had this year, which has been, it's not been anyone's fault, but it's just kind of happened that way, and yeah, it's been a bit of a bummer. But yeah, so that's a big thing, and a lot of people asking me if it was worth deferring a year. I obviously can't make that decision for you, and I think it's a really hard one to make. I was thinking the same thing when I started this year, but I do think next year seems to be looking up. As far as I'm aware, I think there's still going to be a bit of blended learning for the first term, which I don't know how you guys may feel about that, but the blended learning is for me, I usually have 1 day a week in uni and then 2 other classes on other days. Well, not 2 other classes, but classes on 2 other days, and they are online. So that's what blended learning has been for me. So yeah, they were talking about doing that for the beginning of next year, but that hasn't been confirmed, so don't take that as a fact. Yeah, halls wise, I'm not sure because I'm not going to be living in halls next year. I haven't been like receiving emails from them about next year, so I can't tell you. But if you've applied for halls next year, let me know, and I'll try and put something in the description about it. But yeah, I do think that that's a personal choice to make. But next year, I think it's probably going to be a lot better for you guys next year than it was for my year. So next thing is like traveling and the location. So I was living in Costume Store. I'm sure you guys kind of gathered that from the video, but I didn't want to like reveal where I was living while I was living there, but I'm not living there anymore. So yeah, I was in Costume Store, which is in North Acton in London. To be honest, I think it was one of the best locations of the halls, and also because Costume Store is one of the cheapest halls, it was the best location for cheapest halls. So it's like a 15-minute journey to Shepherd's Bush, which I think is the Lime Grove campus. It's about half an hour to the Oxford Circus campus, John Prince's Street, and I say about 40 minutes to Holborn. I also have friends at Elephant and Castle, LCC. I think they said it's about 45 to 50 minutes because you have to change tube. For like Shepherd's Bush and Oxford Circus campus, it's probably the best location for halls. If you're looking for like on the cheaper end of the halls, because I know some of the UAL halls are quite expensive. Yeah, it's a pretty good location, very easy access to central London. Literally, like, the halls is there and the tube station is right there, so that's the central line. You can literally get into central London in like 20 minutes. Like, Notting Hill is like 15 minutes away. So location wise, perfect. Not the nicest area. North Acton isn't the nicest area, but as I said, like, it's very easy to get to other locations. There's a big supermarket, literally like a 15-minute walk. There's a Tesco right outside, a Sainsbury's right outside. For students, I think it's a pretty good location. Obviously, you guys would have seen the room tour if you watched the room tour part of the video, which was before this part. So yeah, that's pretty much a standard room at Costume Store. If you are looking at getting like a studio room, I'm sure you can find a video. I can link a video down below with a studio room. So yeah, I just have a standard room. I love that they come with en-suites. Like, I was so worried about having to share a bathroom, but all of the rooms have en-suites, which is just perfect. There's not a lot of room, but there's enough room. The kitchens and like the living room area, huge. Like, I wasn't going to show that in the video because it's a shared space, but they're really big. Like, even the small kitchens and like sitting rooms that I've seen are pretty big. So if you have a really communal flat, you can just go in the living room. To be honest, I spent most of my time in my room, but yeah, it's like pretty standard room size for halls. I quite liked it. It fitted all my stuff and I had a fuck ton of stuff. So yeah, wardrobe space is pretty good as well. Like, I showed in the video, you have a small like hanging section, but the cubby holes for like folding stuff is really big. So now I just wanted to touch on kind of like the making friends aspect, because that's kind of been the hardest thing this year, to be honest. Some people found it easier than others. It was really all about your flatmates. So I got on with a few of my flatmates. Some of them I didn't really speak to at all. I feel quite lucky that I had some people that I knew, and then so I had like my flatmates, and then my flatmates had friends, so I kind of made friends with them. So for me, I'm quite comfortable with the friends that I've made. I would have liked to have met more people, but you can't help that, and I have 2 more years left. So yeah, and I'm excited to get to know people on my course as well. Recommendations wise, as everyone says, just don't be afraid to say hi. Like, when you're in the lifts, I've had some really nice conversations with people in the lifts. parties. If you're allowed to have parties, go to flat parties. There's been some cool ones this year, like theme wise. That's probably the funnest way to meet people. Just try and get out there as much as you can to meet people. That's all I can say, especially after COVID. I know it's going to be hard, like we haven't had a lot of social interaction this year, but just try and put yourself out there. Like when you first move in, go and say hi to all your flatmates. Honestly, it makes the world of a difference just like to be friendly to everyone, because you never know who you're going to meet. Like, you don't. The only other thing that I can think of to talk about has been kind of like Wi-Fi and stuff and power. It's weird thing to talk about, but we had a lot of power cuts at the beginning when I first moved in. Since I've been back after Christmas, it's been fine. So I think that might have just been, I don't know. Also, I'm not sure what that was. The Wi-Fi is not great. It can be, it depends on the time of the day. If you're using it in the evening, obviously everyone in the flats is probably using it in the evening, so it's quite slow. But I think that that's going to be the case with any shared space, like any halls, because there's so many people. Like at Costume Store, I think there's 700 rooms, over 700 rooms. Also, just wanted to touch on, like, I don't know, for me, when I went to uni, I was so scared of like the stigma of like bitchy fashion students. Now I can't say for certain where I stand, because I've had some good and bad experiences with people, but there's so many people, there are so many people there, and hopefully if there's no COVID restrictions, you'll have the opportunity to meet so many different people, and you will find people you get on with, like, easy. So try not to worry about that. Like, if you don't get on with your flatmates, you can ask to move flats. Like, I know so many people that have actually moved flats, so that's another thing to keep in mind. So that's all I can think about to really touch on. That's all I've kind of gotten question-wise, but if anybody has any other questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section, because I will be reading them all and I will respond to them all. Also, send me a message on Instagram if you have any questions you don't want to put in the comment section. My Instagram is ellieross_. That's in the description as well. So yeah, I hope this was helpful to anybody. I'm sorry if I didn't answer a question that you had. I did have a look through my comments and my DMs and kind of just gathered information from what I already had. So yeah, I'm wishing you guys all luck for future years at uni. I really hope that the vaccination rollout is going to impact your year. You guys are going to have the best fucking year. I can feel it. Like, it's just, I know it's just going to get better. So good luck for your first years, or if you're watching from like second or third year or whatever, good luck in the future. And if you're staying in hall, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will be happy to answer anything for you guys if I can, to the best of my ability. I hope you all have a really good day, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it's given you some like inspiration for your uni room, and it's kind of put your nerves at ease for next year. I'll see you guys in my next video.